Did you know the spaghetti and meatballs is an Italian-American concoction brought over by Italian immigrants to the United States? And every country, or just about every country from Europe to Asia, have their own version. And so does Poland. In this video, we're going to show you one of those versions, and that is based on Mielone Kotley. They are moist, light, and delicious. So let's not waste any time and let's get cooking. For the ingredients, we will need 1 pound, 453 grams of beef. Now here I have all beef. You could use a combination of pork and beef, or pork, beef, or veal, your choice. 1 whole egg and 1 egg white. 2 tablespoons of finely chopped onions, around 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of basil, 1 large garlic clove, finely chopped, freshly ground pepper. In addition, we will need 1/2 cup of broth. Now this could be beef broth, chicken broth, or a combination. Here I have a combination of beef and chicken broth, and it is heated to around 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And approximately 1 cup of plain breadcrumbs. We're going to take about 4 spoons of the breadcrumbs, and we're going to combine them with the broth. So there's 2, 3, 4. We're going to stir this, and we're going to let this set aside. And the breadcrumbs are going to soak up the broth, which will be combining with the rest of the ingredients. The rest of the breadcrumbs we'll use to coat our meatballs. Next is to combine all the ingredients together. Now, I've already done this. I actually did this yesterday. I like to do this either a day ahead or the morning of the day I'm planning on making the meatballs. I mixed all the ingredients really well together. I cover them up, put it in a refrigerator, and let all the flavors absorb. And let me tell you, it's the best. So now, I've already, like I said, prepared this yesterday, so that has been in a refrigerator all night. I've taken it out now a couple hours ago to make sure that it's room temperature. Now we are ready to start rolling the meatballs. I'm going to be using this medium-sized ice cream scoop. Now I find that to be the easiest. I'm going to go ahead and scoop a heaped tablespoon. I'm going to drop it into the breadcrumbs. You can roll the meat right in the breadcrumbs. Then using your hand, you're going head, and then I just like to roll the meatball just like that in my hands. And there it goes. Now this is a pretty good size meatball. You can make them smaller, or some people like to make them a little bigger. Now, we're going to be frying them first, then we're going to bake them. So I'm now going to go ahead and finish making these meatballs, and then I'll take them over to the stove where the meatballs are done. And if you're wondering how many meatballs this recipe will yield, here I have 18 large meatballs. Next, we're going to fry these on top of a stove, just enough till they are lightly browned and the juices are sealed. We're going to finish them in the oven. So right about now, you want to set your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And now, off to the stove. So now I'm frying the meatballs. Here I have a large frying pan. I put about 4 tablespoons of oil. Now I'm using sapphire oil. You could use any vegetable oil. As you can see, I've already flipped them once, and they are just perfect, lightly brown, ready to go back to a baking sheet. And I'm going to go ahead and do the second batch. Once the noodles were done, we simmered them in a homemade tomato sauce. So here, we've plated them. We've paired them with egg noodles. Don't they look delicious? Well, I hope you'll give this recipe a try. Smacznego!